Well, guys, it is October 20th, 2025. And congratulations, Earth. You have a new moon. Also, 3i Atlas is hiding behind the sun. That's worrying some people. And other people want to put cameras on your toilets. This is Inverted World Live. Hello, everybody. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. We have a new moon. They don't know how long it's going to be here for. Well, some people are saying it's going to be here for a few decades. I guess that's because there's a timer on this new moon. But thankfully, once we destroy the old moon, we'll have a new moon. This one is much smaller. We'll get into that in a minute. Hey, everybody. It's good to see you all. Glad you're here. We also have Probe News, of course. This is your #1 news network for all things Probe. Yes, I said it. I said it. And hello to everyone who's joining us from IRL. So glad you're here. I just ran over here. I stayed a little longer than usual in the IRL studio because we were having so much fun talking about how society is collapsing. But we're going to talk about Earth having 2 moons now, 3i Atlas, cameras on toilets, and maybe even, I didn't send this to Brandon, but maybe even an aggressive swan story. There's so many aggressive probe stories. I have an aggressive swan story. I might send that your way. It just feels right. It is Monday, so they say. We're going to get to phone calls in like 30 or so minutes. The link to call in is pinned in the chat on Rumble and YouTube. We'd love to hear from you. You can tell us a fun story, something mysterious, something dark, something strange, something unexplained. We'd love to hear about it. Or you can call in and talk about your new moon. How happy are you to have a new moon? I'm, of course, joined by Brandon.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Shane? Welcome back. It's great to see you guys. I feel like we're like anxiety is running high around here tonight. Yes. But it is no less great to see you guys. We're happy to be back for another week of madness. Let's get weird.
I'm snorting energy drinks. It's going to be a great night. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
I took
butt chugging coffee,
I took your advice and watched Oppenheimer.
Did you?
I loved that movie.
Dude, I told you. Didn't I tell you? It's
crazy. It might be Nolan's best.
Dude, Nolan kicks ass. Like when he does something, he does it.
Yeah, it's real. I advise everyone. Look, I have 3 kids, so I thought this movie came out this year. It's a few years old now. Incredible. I think it's like the sequel to There'll Be Blood. If There'll Be Blood was like the fall of man, like another fall of man, and about the degradation of the soul and corruption, lying, all that good stuff, then take it up what happens about under a century later with Oppenheimer and the corruption of man and greed and war and even those, there's 2 images from each movie that stick out so much. The towers. One with the Trinity bomb, and There'll Be Blood has the tower with the oil and the fire, obviously, in both of them. They're very similar in my mind. As I was watching, I was like, this, Oppenheimer is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy. In my opinion, he's not a good guy. Maybe in the end,
right, but like the fact that he has a conscience during the entire thing.
Yeah.
Right up to walking in and talking to the president about it and trying to voice the opinion of, hey, like, he did it out of necessity because it was going to end all war. But it ends up coming back around like, don't be such a pussy.
Yeah.
Get out of my office, and it's just, the whole thing is crazy.
It's so good. I highly advise everyone watching. And then go do your research, see what was true, what wasn't true. Because obviously a movie and things are, sensationalized and stuff. But it's phenomenal. It's 3 hours. It doesn't feel like 3 hours. I like Nolan films. A lot of people don't. But I love Nolan
He runs
films.
them long.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, he did Dunkirk as well, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Love Dunkirk.
Obviously, the Dark Knight movies.
I love those. I love Inception. I love Interstellar.
Yeah.
All those things. I really, really like it. And the soundtrack to Oppenheimer is incredible. And that guy has done a lot of great soundtracks. He also, when I first found out about that guy, he was making beats for Childish Gambino like 20 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. So that's my, at some point, I have a lot to say about the nuclear age now. But let's talk about new moons.
Well, really quick.
Yeah.
I have something I need to address really quick.
Uh-oh.
We're only going to take a second here. But over the weekend, we lost an incredible. Well, actually, we lost a couple of incredible musicians. But I obviously, in particular, wanted to address Sam Rivers' passing. Bass player from Limp Bizkit passed away this weekend, I believe, at 48.
Yep.
And I don't know direct cause. I think it was something to do with his liver. We're still waiting on more information from that. But this was a very influential band, obviously, in my life. And I only got to see Sam Rivers play once, and it was last year, and he was phenomenal. The dude was a pillar, a huge standing pillar. So, you know, I just wanted to say my piece to that. Sam Rivers, thank you for everything. You will be sorely missed. And the music industry is that much less without you already.
Dude, good point. Love Limp Bizkit. Been listening to them a lot. The past few years, more, you know, there was a gap where I probably didn't listen to him much, but I love that last record that they put out. And I love Fred put out this video about Sam. Sam was like the first real guy officially in Limp Bizkit. He went out, saw him play. It's a great video. You guys can go look it up on his Instagram. It's really, really, really great. Tribute to Sam and how important he was to Limp Bizkit. Incredible bass player, such a talent. What a loss. We also lost Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before that.
Yeah.
It's an insane time for the rock and metal world to lose all these people, you know, Ozzy and so many. I mean, we lost Brent Hines from Mastodon just like a month ago or 2 months ago. Awful stuff.
It's been a heavy year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and that's just from like losses in the rock world. It's just been unbelievable.
A lot of loss, a lot of heaviness. And we're all tasked with moving on and trying to maintain the legacy that these people left behind and see if we can push to create legacies of our own.
That's it.
In that wake.
That's it. They inspired me. They inspired you. I'm sure they inspired some of you guys. And the best we can do is just keep doing our best to inspire those around us. And there's nothing better than music. I love music. So I'm looking at the chat real quick. I got this fancy thing so I can see you guys just a little better.
Yeah.
And some Lurch said, As They Lay Dying is back, though. They are. He is. You know, he's had a bit of a wild run, for those who know that story. But
and if you don't know the story, contract killer hired to kill his wife.
I had the guitar player of As They Lay Dying on the show about a year ago. He was the founding member of Unearthed.
Tim Lambesis, right? Was his name?
Yeah, yep. Lambesis, yep.
Lambesis? I can never say names right.
Dude. Well, look who you're talking to.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm okay with it. It's fine.
I really like As They Lay Dying, but my goodness, they've had a heck of a run. I kind of like that new song, though. So let's get into this new moon.
Really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Black Guitar 14 says, thanks for recommending the Social Network soundtrack. Jay O'Lul has me convinced that clocks have been perverted by the devil. Thanks for the super chat.
Yes. I saw your tweet. I appreciate that. You got The Technological Society by Jacques Ellul, and I said you should listen to the Social Network soundtrack, which is incredible. It's one of the best soundtracks. But this Oppenheimer soundtrack is really good. It's really freaking good.
It's lit, no pun intended.
Ooh-wee. All right, dude. Do it. Let's talk about New Moon.
Let's do it.
This is good news, right?
Well, we're not talking about the Twilight series, are we?
That's funny. No, I thought of that when
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
When I texted the IWL group chat and I said New Moon, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, there's enough emo shit going on around here today without having Pattinson and Kristen Stewart adding to that.
Let me pull up this article. All right, New Moon. NASA confirms. So this is what I like. The government shutdown. I don't care. Do you guys miss it? Do you miss it? I don't miss it at all.
Missed government?
The government. But I like that, NASA's really funny at kind of doing things that you think it does things and you're like, is it asking for more money? Because during Doge, it just every week it was like new city killing asteroid hurtling towards Earth. And they're like, now there's 6 hurtling towards Earth. Like they just don't want to get Doge cuts.
I actually had to fill out. I don't know how much of this I'm even supposed to disclose, but I actually had to fill out a check. I don't even know what the hell you even call it.
Like a background?
It was like a background check something for the Pentagon today.
Yeah.
So I believe the Pentagon will be investigating me over the course of the next week or so, and I feel like they're going to look up the show and just be like, you know what, fuck this guy, he can't come.
I declined. I didn't sign it because if there's anything that happens at the Pentagon or anything,
and I don't know if this is the same. I don't think this is the same release that everybody just denied signing and walked out of with media like last week or whenever that was. I don't think this is the same thing.
No,
It's
I
just
think so.
voluntarily like, hey, if you're coming here, like whatsoever. And this is just
Yeah.
in case I need to go help with production. But
that's another story I want to get into at some point.
Yeah.
We'll pull that because that is insane, actually. But guys, we have 2 moons. So what I was going to say is, if the government if it remains shut down, I imagine there's a new moon every week. Like if we're going off the pattern recognition of killer asteroids every other day back during Doge days, we're gonna have like 30 new moons.
can we copyright 2 Moon Shakur?
Yes.
Like, I
Just
really
do it
want to
right
do
now.
that, and we just put a bandana on the moon. Like
It's
backwards.
ours now. I think that's what if you say it on a podcast, it's immediately yours. That's
It's ours
law.
now.
Yeah, we own it. Good job. So listen to this, guys. Earth just got a new tag along in space. A little asteroid named 2025 PN7. We got to get better at naming these. We can name hurricanes better. Why not new moon? This is a new moon.
Yeah,
But the moon doesn't even have a name. It's just moon.
it's like a made-up gamer tag or something. Like
It is, yeah. This is like a bot, so it's fake. NASA confirmed this week that the rock discovered by the University of Hawaii is officially a quasi-moon, a rare type of celestial companion that travels almost exactly in sync with Earth. So it's not a true moon, but it keeps pace with us, looping around the sun in a path so similar that it appears to shadow our planet as we orbit. Why are we not worried that this is maybe not a moon? Maybe it's a vehicle of sorts?
should we be worried?
I mean, if Avi Loeb is trying to tell me that I should be worried about this probe hurtling this way, why am I not now worried about this new thing that's just showed up that's like mimicking our moon, our rotation? Revolution.
Well, if it's anything like the moon, at least in your beliefs, then it can't be real, right?
Well,
this has
yeah.
to be like a second fake moon.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And I've confirmed that through my sources that this is a new non-moon. But it's just, I don't believe it. Look, I do think something's there for the old school moon. The vintage moon is something. And then I'll have people hit me up, be like,
Vanilla moon, yeah.
yeah, they'll be like, right, Vanilla Moon. That's a good band name too. That's more like, like aggro, I guess. But like, people hit me up, be like, well, in the Bible, it says there's a lesser light, and I agree. I just don't think, I think we got rid of that. I think we probably bombed that one to oblivion. And now we have a new moon to take care of the old moon that we're going to also blow up, because we don't know what China's doing on the dark side of the moon.
I mean, it makes it kind of impossible for us to have landed on the moon if it wasn't actually there.
Right, it might be plasma. But it could be a rock, right? It could be something that is there. I don't know if it's exactly what they say it is. I don't know if I believe the official story on the moon. So back into this one. So it's not a true moon, this new moon, but it keeps pace with us. Okay, I read that. Scientists estimate it's only 18 to 36 meters wide, about the height of a small building. Tiny by cosmic standards, but significant enough to earn its own place in Earth's extended neighborhood. Unlike the moon, which is held tight by gravity, this asteroid isn't bound to us. Think of it more like a friendly runner matching your stride on the same track, close enough to notice, but never touching. I mean, like...
But does that mean that it's going to leave?
Let's get there. Yes.
Like, is that what they mean by
Yes.
that? Is it's not sticking around, it's just kind of hanging out, and then it's going to just...
In the very next paragraph, your
Poof.
answers. Astronomers say 2025 PN7. We got to name this thing, guys. In the chat, you got better names for this thing? I'll just send it directly to my source at NASA. Has probably been tagging along for around 60 years.
Now, that sounds like Mass Effect. PN7 sounds like Mass Effect. That's what we were talking,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
video
yeah.
game that we were saying he talked last week with the guest. Yeah,
So they're just basing things off video games.
I'm pretty sure they are.
That's all this is. And its current orbit, if its current orbit holds, it'll stay with us until 2083 before drifting away into open space again. So that's hopeful that this article thinks we'll be here till 2083. We have that at least.
Not at this rate.
Congrats. At its closest, it comes within 4 million kilometers, roughly 10 times farther than the moon. At its most distant, it can swing out to 17 million. That constant ebb and pull comes from the competing gravity of the sun and neighboring planets. Finding it wasn't easy. The University of Hawaii team first spotted the object during a routine telescope survey earlier this year. What do you think?
Finding it wasn't easy.
So it's almost like they knew.
We spotted
looking
3i
for it.
Atlas. How far away?
Yeah.
But
From
we
the-
couldn't find something in our own orbit.
This is why space is fake. They just make it up as they go, Brandon.
Man.
I'm telling you, you're going to be on this fake space train real soon.
This is the first percentile that I'm swaying in your direction because I think that that's kind of just bullshit. But that's
just make it up as they go. Look,
they're killing me.
I think there's stuff up there. I just think all this stuff they're just making it up. They look at all the different news we have for the probe, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Like they're just constantly changing things. But that's science, Shane.
Is it so much to just expect a little transparency?
Yeah, that's actually.
I can't believe how much it seems like it's just out of the question to expect something
somehow
like that
that's
nowadays.
That's anti-Semitic for you just even saying that. I don't know how, Brandon, but I'm sorry. We just docked your pay for the week. So what looked like a faint speck moving against the stars turned out to be following Earth's exact pace around the sun. After weeks of observation, NASA confirmed what the data suggested. Our planet had gained a temporary traveling partner. It's also like, why are they're trying really hard to anthropomorphize this new moon? It's a traveler. It's a companion. Like, who are they being paid by the new moon?
Aren't we a matter of days away from an alien invasion?
Days. Next month, they're saying. Next month. And you'll see that. We actually hear it from Avilob himself talking about predictions.
So what? This is a possible sleeper cell now that we need to be worried about that has embedded itself in our orbit and is ready to unleash people on the exact date that they've predicted?
Sleeper cell's good. It's been here for 60 years. Homegrown. One of us hiding amongst us this whole time.
Yep. Mimicking a tiny moon.
I think we should blow it up.
What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
It does nothing for us. I don't like it.
We blow up small buildings on Earth all the time.
Right. I think it's not going to take much. Look, go up there. You can test your nuclear warheads.
Oh, dude, let's bounce a Hellfire missile off of it and see if it breaks.
There you go.
Boom.
Or if it attacks back.
Did they say anything about it looking aggressive while it was in orbit? I mean,
no. See, compare the stories of 3i Atlas to this. Every one of 3i Atlas is aggressive, hostile, Martian. It's going to destroy everything. It's got many probes. It's hollow. It's the size of Manhattan. This is just a friendly traveler
that we couldn't find, even though it was in our orbit.
Yeah.
But we have all of these distinct characterizations defined for 3i.
Mm-hmm. For scientists, these objects are more than curiosities. They help refine orbital models, improve predictions for near-Earth asteroids, and could one day serve as easy testing grounds for future missions, such as blowing it up. Look, now that I've seen Oppenheimer, I'm an expert in bombs, and I think one SAR bomb. You look up the hydrogen bomb that the Soviets blew up.
Yeah.
Just one of those, I think, could take this out.
I mean, we could just use the small fission bomb that was used to create the hydrogen bomb because you still need that reaction.
That's right.
So, since we need to make one anyway, as Oppenheimer said.
Yep. So since we've seen Oppenheimer, Brandon and I, we are experts in nuclear physics.
Absolutely.
We're theorists, and also we can apply it in the real world.
But we don't fuck with communists. No. So don't bring that shit around here.
Yeah. That I find hilarious is the fact that we're like, we're going to hire a communist to defeat the Nazis, and then we're going to hire the Nazis for their rockets to get to fake moon. And somewhere out there, we won't do it today, but when we do like a deeper dive into Werner von Braun, there is a letter out there that Werner von Braun wrote to Oppenheimer, which is crazy to think that like a Nazi wrote a communist. I mean, they really hated each other. And, because he was curious, von Braun was curious about a nuclear armed space station. So you can imagine those two getting together. I don't think they did work together. I'm not sure if even Oppenheimer wrote back. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. So let me see here. We'll wrap this up right here with 2025 PM7 won't ever outshine the real moon. It has to put that in there. But it's there and worth knowing about. A silent traveler keeping pace with us. Orbit after orbit. What is this? A love letter to this thing?
Kind of, yeah.
This as Earth continues its endless lap around. Who wrote? I think the new moon wrote this.
The one thing I'm curious about right now, hearing this, is if this in any way, because of its orbit and because of them calling it a second moon, has any kind of effects on the waning tide itself.
If you think the first one did anything to the tide, I guess.
According to everything that we know and trust.
No one trust. Those words mean nothing, Brandon. We're post trust and post no. We're in post reality.
Is that not dystopian?
Oh, it's dystopian.
Yeah. So we are living in a dystopian future.
Oh, for sure. For sure. We're dystopian in every possible way. Look, I can go get.
Jump in chat if you disagree with me, but hey,
Yeah, what do you
if
guys
you
think?
agree, throw it out there because I think we are. I think and things are just slowly getting worse with no signs of getting better. So I think this is that dystopian future that we've been talking about. And it's on a lesser scale than it's going to be in about 5 or 10 years.
Yeah. Always Gaming said the new moon is telepathic. Yeah, I think it could be. We could tap into it.
If it's telepathic, it's probably pissed at us for talking shit down here right now.
Yep. Always Gaming also said, "Damn, Shane is cooking tonight." Yeah.
He
Yep.
also said Brandon trusts things. LOL.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
not
We'll
really.
get 'em.
That trust came with quotations. I just didn't do the finger thing. You guys know this. Come on.
Fiery Waco said, "Well, Shane is the destroyer of worlds. Just fake worlds. I'm just trying to take down the fake world, guys."
What is this? Mose and Wrath says, for the new observatory, been a watcher since the beginning. Thanks for giving me a place to find all the weirdness of the world. You're welcome, and thanks
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
super chat.
Holy moly! Thank you for the Rumble rant over here on Rumble Black Guitar 14. Oh, is that what you read earlier?
Yeah.
I didn't see. Holy moly!
It popped up like right away, so I was just like, hey, let me grab this real quick.
Well, thank you again for that, and I'm glad you're reading that. I think everyone should read Jacques L. Ewell. Yeah, it did inspire Ted Kaczynski's manifesto, but Ted Kaczynski was also MK Ultra patient and a genius. You know, outside of the violence, which I don't agree with. There's a great document. If you guys aren't following, I think the YouTube channel is Best Documentaries. That's what it's called. It's got so many really good and old documentaries, and I love seeing documentaries from like 30 years ago just to see how like things have changed. There's a good one out there about how the FBI caught the Unabomber, and it's wild. But Jacques Ellul was great. He was a Christian anarchist, very interesting guy. Wrote a lot of really interesting stuff, and yeah. So thanks again for that. It's incredible. Let's. What did Shane just say? Unholy moly. What did I just say? Metal Flakes. I don't know. I'm still out of breath. Okay, I just ran over here.
A lot of people are saying this is our 75th episode together.
Are you serious?
I have missed a few. I think that number is sound because we started, 50, 51?
Technically, you were on the 50th episode.
I was on the
right after.
47th and the 49th or the 50th?
Okay, yeah.
And then we started on 51, I think.
Yeah. It's Brandon just showed up in the room. I mean, we knew he was coming. He just appeared. And it was on like this episode where I was like, we're going to go hard on the technocracy. And
These are
Peter
actually
Thiel.
the only two episodes I think you'll catch me in a beanie instead of a flat-billed hat.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was wearing a Tim Pool beanie.
We threw you right into the deep end, though. Like we went and you hung out. It was a great episode.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of
It
fun with
me,
that. And
him,
I was like, you know
Alex.
what? This might actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we took it from there, and here we are.
Dude, incredible.
Apparently 75 episodes in, so thank you guys for being here for all of them.
Incredible. Yeah, the violence was not cool with Uncle Ted there. It's crazy what he did. It's crazy.
$2 says Uncle Ted did nothing wrong.
I mean, guys, go read his manifesto. I mean, as someone who's been published quite a bit and knowing the amount of years of rejection, I won't lie and say I do understand how badly he wanted to get published. But they're like, the FBI's like, all right, New York Times and whoever else, just publish it so he stops bombing people. Valiant effort to be published. But he called out so many things so many years ago that he was seeing in rotten leftist universities. It's unbelievable what he saw. Again, that might have been MK Ultra unplugging something in him. He was a genius, though. You know, he went to Harvard at 16. Crazy stuff. So it's really wild. Let's speaking of wild, let's get into our favorite topic, the Manhattan-sized interstellar object 3I Atlas. I can't even say it anymore. They name these things ridiculously.
3AIOU.
3I. I always feel like it needs another A.
Yeah.
But we got a few of these things pulled up. Let's do the New York Post one first about the Manhattan-sized interstellar object, because, of course, there's new news.
Indeed.
Of course, Manhattan-sized interstellar object 3I Atlas now is emitting metal alloy never seen in nature every day.
Now with more emissions.
Every day. This thing gets more updates than my phone.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So this thing is pissing water everywhere. It's farting gas.
It's nuclear powered. It's hollow.
It's got probes. It's got mini probes.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting the user who keeps saying this on Twitter, but they keep saying that it's 33 million tons. I believe that was the number. And of course, anytime we see the number 33, it's skeptical. 33 hours to catch Tyler Robinson. You know, the 33 shows up a lot of places. It's symbolic. It's interesting, and it does pop up all the time.
It's almost the next 42 at this point.
Yo, unbelievable. New images of the mysterious object taken by the Keck 2 telescope. Are you kidding me with this?
The Cuck 2 telescope. What is it like to watch? Yeah, that's great.
Likes to watch the probe.
We're officially calling it Cuck 2.
I think this whole thing's a humiliation ritual for all of us. For me, for you, for Brandon, all you scientists out there talk about probe for Avi Loeb. This telescope in Hawaii in August, which was where it was found and released on Wednesday, confirmed the interstellar flyer is emitting a plume which contains 4 grams of nickel per second with no evidence of iron, unheard of in comets. The end result is an alloy called nickel carbonyl. You say it.
It's
Tetracarbonyl.
Carbonyl?
Let's just do another 2 hours of me trying to say this word. I would appreciate that. Would you guys like that? One day I'm going to do that to y'all. And
Tetracarbonyl?
We'll lose all our viewership. That sounds right.
Because it would be carbon, so I think it's tetracarbonyl.
Yeah. It's Italian, I think, whatever it is, right? Which has only ever been previously witnessed in human manufacturing. Harvard astrophysicist Dr. Avi Loeb told the Post. Of course it's Loeb.
Is that it just grabbed a lobe?
Yeah.
It's the lobe.
All roads lead to Loeb.
Whoa, dude. I'm rubbing off on Shane in here.
Oh, no. I hope not. The chat's going wild.
We can't handle any more shtick.
There's only one place where that is known to exist, and that is in industrially produced nickel alloys, Loeb said. This was never observed for any other object, this is my theory. I tweeted earlier if Elon had said anything about this. You would think he would. As someone who talks about space and Mars.
Honestly, the amount of not chiming in that I've seen on all of this stuff, like when we were talking about Black Knight, I tweeted him during the show and said, hey, Black Knight, real or fake, asking for a friend. That friend was Shane.
Yeah. He doesn't like me.
Didn't get a reply back. Obviously, I didn't expect one, Yeah. I mean, he retweets Tim, but why the hell would he retweet me? You know what I'm saying? So didn't expect an answer back. But now with all of this alarming shit going on, outside our general planetary borders, not a single comment about anything that is out there has come from Elon, which makes me wonder, does he know more than we do? Yes. We assume that he does. Yeah. Does he already know that this is all bullshit, and that's why he's not bothering to waste his time commenting on these sorts of things?
Or my theory is it's from the ancient breakaway civilization that Elon's a part of, and now they're Coming back to reclaim him.
Or yeah, that was my third one. Is he allied?
Yes.
With what's coming?
Yeah. I mean,
the word Martian popped in there in reference to 3i as well, and we all know mayoral candidate Sergeant Peyton Cottrell II, the Sarge of the Fourth Reich, told us that Hitler is alive and well on Mars.
And to tie this back to an earlier conversation in this show, Werner von Braun, of course, wrote the technical book about colonizing Mars, in which the government on Mars would be called the Elon. So this is after Operation Paperclip, after we took him in from the Nazis, where he built the V-2 rocket, and we put him in, I believe, New Mexico, and he sat and wrote that book about colonizing Mars. And just like, what are the odds that we would get a guy named Elon who also builds rockets and wants to colonize Mars? Fascinating stuff. But, Elon's busy. Who knows? I will say, I talk a lot of smack on him, and I don't know if I've said this before on the show, but he did actually read my profile of Alex Jones the night he brought him back to Twitter. I think I had a small part in that. I like to say.
No way.
A mutual friend gave it to him.
Okay.
We have a bunch of mutual friends.
Yeah.
And quote unquote, some of them are actually friends with him. And, there was a big push to get Alex back on Twitter. I really wanted him back on Twitter. Thought it was ridiculous that he wasn't back on Twitter, especially because Elon keeps calling it a free speech platform. So a mutual friend reached out and got my story and gave it to him. And that night, I think it helped a little bit. There was a lot of pressure, so obviously it wasn't just me. But I did appreciate that he brought Alex back. I think everyone should have been back. I was happy when he brought Nick back, happy when he brought Owen back, when he brought all of Sam Tripoli's Twitter accounts back. No one should be kicked off Twitter, in my opinion. So anyway, there's where am I here? In every known comet, including the 2 previous interstellar comets, nickel and iron appear in comparable amounts, according to experts. The type of refined compound seen in 3i Atlas is used in metal coatings, in manufacturing, including the aerospace industry, to strengthen surface materials, which tells me this was built by Lockheed Martin. That's what it is. It's coming back. It's 4,000 years old, and it's coming back, and there's people inside of it, ancient future humans that we will be told are aliens, but they've been hanging out in space, and Elon will greet them with open arms because it's his parents who are still alive in fake space. The images come from a new study by researchers from the Keck Observatory. I can't believe that's the name, which suggested that this nickel-producing phenomenon, though strange, is natural. Loeb, who teaches theoretical physics at Harvard and is a director at the Center for Astrophysics, doesn't agree. This was a process that we can imagine only because it was used in industry, he said, adding never seen in comets before. The bizarre object was first photographed by the Hubble telescope on July 21st. On the same day, I believe, that we found out Ghislaine Maxwell might be pardoned. That's not an article. I just think that's hilarious. Another strange feature of the object coming into focus with more data is 3i Atlas's lack of a cometary tail.
Which was just brought up in chat recently.
What do they say?
Basically, why doesn't it have a tail?
Yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting. I mean, oh, geez. Synchrotron just said, probe my lobe. My goodness, guys. It's Monday, and we're already getting filthy.
Oh, he's in the waiting room for calls, so maybe we'll bring him on and address that in a minute here.
NC Native said Lockheed Sharton. Dude, that's really funny.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's really funny. Flora Cora said the Unabomber manifesto is surprisingly prescient. It's worth a read. Absolutely. You can have it read to you on YouTube. You will be put on a list, but it doesn't matter.
Can it be Morgan Freeman?
That'd be awesome. You could probably do that on some other platforms. You just copy and paste it. And get
South Park, it had that whole thing down, and there's like the poop that took a pee, chapter 1.
South Park made fun of Peter Thiel.
It did.
That was wild. I will say they're pretty lazy with a lot of their jokes, especially the Trump jokes, but the Thiel ones
they're so good sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
The
I
dumber
them.
it is, the harder I end up laughing at it. And I don't know if that's like my IQ is that high that I think it's funny, or if it's this low that I think it's funny.
I love that humor, but some of them just like, it's because they've done it before.
Yeah.
But I do think some of the humor for me, because I'm a sick person, is that they got paid $1.5 billion and now they're putting out that.
Yeah.
It's almost like,
that's a shit ton of money,
man. You know, we'll screw you, screw Paramount. Kind of funny. Well, let's leave that probe news behind, and let's take a look at the other probe. We had a few things, and then we'll get to callers. And then some point in the night, we're going to look at cameras on toilets. Not actually.
I was like, whoa.
Just news about it. That sounded very Larry Ellison of me.
Our show just took a very, very provocative turn.
No.
And maybe a little bit keck or cuck, if that's what you want to call it.
Let's pull up the tweet I sent you about 3i Atlas planning on an Oberth maneuver.
Inverted keck live. Can we do that? Is that copywritten? It's ours now.
Yeah. K-E-K, though, not K-E-C-K.
Inverted cuck live.
Not that.
God.
Kanye can have that one.
Oh, my God. I got to get these thoughts out of my head.
Yeah. Dr. Avi Loeb. We got a lot of Avi Loeb news tonight, all right? He believes the upcoming alignment of the interstellar object 3i Atlas on October 21st, 2025 may be more than a coincidence. As it moves directly behind the sun, it will disappear from Earth's telescopes just 8 days before reaching its closest approach. Loeb suggests this could be the perfect setup for an Oberth maneuver, a powerful acceleration technique used by spacecraft near massive bodies like the sun to gain speed. I love that everything this guy sees about the probe, he's like, I got an answer for this, and it's going to blow your minds.
Yeah, this rock is executing a highly sophisticated maneuver using gravitational pull.
Mm-hmm. I'm beginning to think Loeb has this on remote control, and that's how he's determining everything. He knows what's going to happen because he's pressing the buttons.
I was going to say, yeah, what's the over-under on we're controlling this thing?
We're controlling. Maybe with his mind.
Flying it remotely.
Which one of you said the new moon is telepathic? Well, so might this be. And look, we have government documents of our government having people try to remote view UFOs, Mars, all this stuff. So it's not out of the question, honestly. Our pal Loeb suggests this could be the perfect setup for an Oberth. Okay, I read that. I got to, even though I have my new fancy stand, I still am retarded and read the old paragraph again. It's not, I can't fix stupid, all right? At Perihelion on October 29, 3i Atlas will be exposed to more than 33. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Twitter user who keeps commenting about 33 tons. Here we go. You're on it. Another 33 has appeared. This is interesting. These are the grand designers working behind the scenes with their numerology and symbols. Anyway, 33 gigawatts of solar energy, nearly a third of the total output of all U.S. nuclear power plants. If it is an artificial craft or mothership, Loeb argues, that energy could be harnessed to power advanced systems, all while remaining hidden from our view.
Mm-hmm.
If the object behaves purely according to gravity, it will confirm a natural origin. But any unexplained acceleration or change in trajectory, Loeb warns, would signal something far more profound.
Great Scott. 1.21 gigawatts.
This is who that guy is. So let's actually listen to Loeb. I don't know if we've pulled him up in quite some time. If you can pull up that tweet where he's on video, let's listen to him.
It's like, Mom, can we watch Avi Loeb? And it's like, we have Avi Loeb at home.
Yeah.
It's like the Avi Loeb at home, and here he is.
Here he is. Let's take a look.
It will pass closest to the sun on October 29th,
Why is he talking so quiet?
2025. I got a text message the other day from someone who said that he is trading options on the volatility of the market with an expiration date of October 29th in order to make money. And I immediately thought that I don't know if there will be meaning to money if this object turns out to be technological after October 29th.
I think he's
if you
gambling
want
that
to
it won't
take a vacation, take it before that date. Because who knows what will happen. Now it will pass closest to the sun on October 29th.
That was the whole thing.
Yep. So go on vacation. Is it a threat? Is it a threat?
You guys have a very limited amount of time to pull all of your 401ks out, close all of your checking accounts, and go on a economic spending spree before everything is wasted away and has no material value.
And for those asking, yes, he is from Israel. That's where the accent is from. And it's funny to me that he sounds kind of like Werner von Braun. Do you mind going to YouTube really quick and pulling up Werner von Braun and just type in Disney? And it's probably like a 5-minute video. I just want to see the transition of the first speaker into. If you guys haven't heard von Braun speak, it's great. It's just so funny because, like, if you've seen Oppenheimer, you see how in real life and in the movie, they eventually turned on him for being a communist, and rightfully so.
What was the last word you threw
Disney.
at me there?
Disney.
How could I forget?
Yeah, come on now. And they later turned on him. McCarthyism is happening. He's a dirty communist. He renounced it. He said he wasn't a communist. I don't know if he renounced it. And I don't know what his heart was in the end, honestly, but he was surrounded by communists. But it's just funny that we did that. And then we just let von Braun, who murdered a lot of people as well, in very similar fashion.
Which his claim, I think, was that he didn't know what was going on.
Which part? Where he was sending money to the Spanish Revolution or the bomb?
The unknowing abuse and subjugation of employees at some of the labs that he was working at. It was almost like he was claiming innocence by turning a blind eye and just acting like it wasn't going on and focusing on, hey, we're trying to do this for the betterment.
Right. It's tough.
But that's like a whole, you got to break some eggs to make an omelet scenario. And I think he kind of just excluded himself from all of that, but came under fire afterwards for the morality and the ethics of it.
It's tough to know because he was, his brother was a card-carrying member. His mistress was, his wife was. He was surrounded by it, and a lot of these scientists were communists.
Yep.
And we were willing to do anything to beat the Nazis. And then, only a few years later, do anything to beat the communists. And
is this the Disneyland 1955 Man in Space where
How
he's
long-
talking about?
How long is the video?
3.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up.
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to hear the voice. I think it's hilarious. If no one's heard Werner von Braun speak. Here we go.
Problems, we have called upon one of the foremost
This is
exponents
Yeah,
of
yeah.
space
They're going to bring him
travel,
on.
Yeah.
Dr.
The transition's
Werner
great.
von Braun,
Can we see him? Yeah.
who is
yeah.
at present the chief of the Guided Missile Division of the Army's Rocket
Genius.
Center
Dude's
at
was a
Redstone
genius.
Arsenal. He was also overall director of the development of the original V-2 rocket.
Killed a lot of people.
Now here's a model I designed for a 4-stage orbital rocket ship. Compared to the unmanned instrument rocket, it is quite large. But the overall size and weight of the rocket is mainly determined by the 11 tons weight of this top section. This weight dictates the amount of fuel and the numbers of motors needed to produce enough
we don't have to watch
power
the whole
to
thing. But this is a
equalize
great
the
video,
gravitational
and
pull of
I
the Earth.
highly recommend.
11 tons? I don't know. It seems
I
really heavy.
highly recommend going and watching Von Braun interviews and stuff. It's fascinating, especially when he goes back to London, you know, and his rocket destroyed that city, and they ask him how does he be back, and his very, very interesting answer, basically saying like war is terrible and things have to be done. It's very matter of fact, which I appreciate. Like he didn't really sugarcoat it, but he's a fascinating guy. Fascinating guy. All those guys were wild times. But let's get Simulacra Vero says Hail Hydra. Yep. And the Enlightened Fool says looks like a bad rocket design. It is pretty
it was
wild.
pretty poor, yeah.
Pretty wild.
I don't think putting 11 tons on the nose is helping anybody. That thing's going to flip over.
Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. But there's nowhere to go because space is fake. I think also,
It could have made it to London, though. We know that.
well, definitely able to travel through the sky because the sky is real. I mean, the sky now might be a green screen, but the sky then was probably still real.
That was a crazy thing in Oppenheimer, too, calling back, was when the guy came up to him and said, hey, you know, I was flying a mission over here and I saw an incredible sight, and it shows a V-2 rocket flying past him on his way to London.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just imagining if one of these warheads were attached to a V-2 missile and was headed for London.
And now we have that.
And that's what everything
And
turned
now
into.
we have nuclear like warheads. You could put 5 on a missile, I think, and drop them like I believe the phrase I heard earlier. This lady did Tucker recently and talk about nuclear war, and she was like, she called it. I like the phrase. She said it was a constellation of nuclear bombs, and how a missile could fly over and drop. Right. It's wild. Everyone's talking about nuclear war, which might be concerning, you know, and obviously the bombs we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we've got way worse now. We've got antimatter bombs, perhaps. That's a thing. You know, obviously biological warfare, but the hydrogen
If
bombs.
they've got antimatter, that's scary shit.
Dude, I think they do.
Antimatter is scary shit. I mean,
think
we're
they
talking
do.
opening singularities and stuff. Like,
Yeah, because how do you stop that?
You don't.
know? Because like when they're talking in the movie about them, this is
gravity
the thing.
infinitely expands.
Well, this is what you got. How you got me to watch the movie, even though this was like weeks ago. This is how long it takes me to see a movie with 3 kids. But you were saying how there's a dialogue in the movie about them being worried about igniting the whole atmosphere.
Yeah,
right?
atmospheric combustion.
Great conversation. So apply that then to the antimatter bomb.
And that was Enrico Fermi who posted that question
know.
too. Does anyone want the side action? And the general was like, what did he mean by that? He's like, oh, just the slightest chance that we could completely destroy the planet.
It's insane. It's insane. Such a great conversation. But yeah, I mean, like, real quick. All right, we're going to get to calls, I swear, right now. But can you just look up the video from Russia that they released? Tsar Bomba, Tsar, bomb with an A at the end. And it should be like a new video, maybe a minute long. If no one's seen this, this is allegedly the biggest hydrogen bomb that has ever been made. They say it was like 100 megatons, I think. It's enormous. And did you see it?
Sarabama, destruction in perspective.
It should just be like a short video. Let me see. Because I want people to see this. This is insane.
Russia releases secret footage of 1961
Yes.
Sarabama hydrogen
it.
blast. Okay,
That's it.
because all this other shit looks like AI.
Yeah. No, we want it's like a blue sky.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. They put it. Pause
Do
it
we
real
need
quick.
do we need audio for
No,
this?
can
Is
you
this
pause it
good?
real
I'm
quick?
assuming we're just gonna hear.
They put it on a parachute to slow its descent because the engineers who built this bomb said the pilots who dropped it had a 50% chance of living. They just barely made it out of this.
That was the crazy thing. Another Oppenheimer thing, too.
Yeah.
They were worried about testing. Their original test was supposed to include a plane flying over when they dropped it to make
Right.
sure that they could ensure a minimal safe distance and that it wouldn't blow up the plane as well. And they were like, no, we don't care about that.
There were 2 other planes alongside of the Enola Gay, right? One of them to measure the science of it all, and the other one to film it. And one of those other planes was called Necessary Evil.
Wow.
So let's see this thing explode.
Fantastic. Hell of a name for it, honestly.
This is so wild. Imagine this is fake, just Russian propaganda like the dog head.
That's one of the last sights anybody in Hiroshima saw.
Yeah. Look at this thing.
They tell you not to look at the blast.
So this is in the Arctic where they dropped this thing. And this is years after Operation Fishbowl.
Holy
After,
shit.
yeah, dude. Wait till you see the mushroom cloud. This is insane.
Did they detonate this over water or land?
I think over land.
That looks like land.
Yeah. I think this is the Arctic.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Insane.
Dude, that is massive.
Yeah. Yep. So, on that note, let's get to calls.
God.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And they thought they'd never have that technology.
Yep.
Truman was like, you know when they're going to have this? Never.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
They got it.
Of course.
This was in 61.
Always Gaming asked about the dog head being fake. If you've seen the video, we pulled it up on the show. I've watched it over the years where the Russian scientists during the Cold War claimed to have reanimated a dead dog head, a decapitated dog head. But then when we pulled it up again on this show, as I was watching it with all of you, it looked really fake to me. And I started noticing certain camera angles. So I don't know if it's real. It might just be propaganda put out. But they were clearly working on those types of things. Our government has for a long time worked on, or I don't say our government, although I'm sure they had, but we know scientists over here have worked on reanimating decapitated heads and reanimating the dead overall. So it's a thing that happens and has been happening for a long, long time. And also trying to do head transplants.
Yeah, that video is creepy.
It's creepy, whatever it is.
I still don't think it was real, but if it was, that is... I'm good on that shit. Miss me with that shit.
My favorite name to say out loud, Chili Peen, said, I think he's talking about the bomb. He said it was still smaller than my friend's mom.
Wow. That's rude.
Well done, sir. Well done. Value U21 says Shane doesn't believe in mushroom clouds. Well, that is another type of fake cloud.
Yeah, it is
clearly.
a fake cloud.
And they talk about this in the movie. Like this is actually thinking of nuclear bombs and fallout, nuclear winter, mushroom clouds is what actually got me into thinking about fake clouds, because those things don't go away. And the isotopes do infect our vintage looking clouds, and that rains down. So that's like what a nuclear winter is. It's fake precipitation that murders you.
So it's the exact opposite. If you know anything about Shane, you know that he actually believes in fake clouds, not real ones.
Right, right. Like we had real clouds,
Vanilla.
but humans destroyed them. So even the ones that look vintage in appearance, they have a vintage appearance, they are fake within. They are filled with all these types of bad things, whether it's from Fukushima, Chernobyl, the bombs, the 2,000 nuclear bombs that humanity has released, many of which we blew up in the atmosphere, way high up. Look up Operation Fishbowl. You know, we pull up videos of our government making all the soldiers line up and watch nuclear bombs explode. Not good. Well, who do we have lined up in the call room?
We got a few people. Guys, the link is posted in the chat. Feel free to
Sweet.
call in. We're going to get this going. Sorry we're a little late, but we were very riled up today and had some talking to do.
That's what happens when I run over here from the IRL studio. Stephen Webb says Shane is really a fake cloud. That might be true. That might be true. Desert Sunset says vintage clouds are in style. We got to bring them back, people. Make the sky beautiful again.
That'd be nice. Real quick, guys, if you haven't already, like the show, share the show, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. We are going to be here for another hour and 12 minutes talking to you guys live. So let's get busy.
Wait,
you got something else?
Black Guitar says I like to put pineapple on my mushroom clouds.
Whoa.
That's fair. That's fair. See, that's some hope.
I'm also a pineapple on things kind of guy. That's fine.
I'm not mad at it.
I can't be.
What is this? Carmaeus Real One says tomorrow is my stupid birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy a stupid birthday.
Mike Lowry says your mama is so fat the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter put her in the Waffle House.
Ooh, that's good. Well done.
I approve.
Well done.
That is well done, Mike.
And Beyond Hell says, did the Russians release the lizard people? I don't know. You know, I think everyone did. Everyone's got their own lizard people. They're all out there. They're all out there.
Indeed, they are.
American, Russian, Chinese, you know, Israel, of course. Look at Epstein. That dude was a freaking lizard. And yes, I am saying he's from Israel. Get over it.
Stephen Webb says, this is why I don't say serious things. Shane only reads my troll comments. I'm flattered.
Well, you know, the quickest way to my heart is the troll. The greatest thing in modernity.
I also enjoy some good shit talk.
Yep.
That's just me, though. I'm a masochist.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to, as promised, Synchrotron
All right.
9001. Boop, boop, beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. Sorry, I just wanted to do that.
I knew he was a robot.
All right. So let's see if he actually joins. Synchro, I hope that internet is on
And
point tonight,
while
sir.
we wait for you, I'm just going to read from Mike Lowry. Thank you for the Rumble rant. Oh, did you read this one already? Sorry. See?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a chat. That's a great joke.
I know that you're looking at the one, so I'm trying to catch the others.
Thanks. Well, really appreciate it, guys. That's incredible. You guys are the best.
Yeah, and I see people are still donating to our observatory, which may turn out, unfortunately, to be nothing more than just a telescope that we put on the roof. But
No, dude.
the idea is for it to get bigger than that.
We're going to get serious.
I definitely want an observatory in full working order, but that is it's a bit of a pipe dream right now.
Shout out to Waffle House, by the way.
Hell yeah. They deserve it. Synchro, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, guys. My internet craps out on me every time you try to connect me, so I have to like unplug the network connection and plug it back in, and then I'm finally here.
Sorry about that.
And
That's
boy,
the
you know
CIA.
IT, I can tell.
Yeah, well, it helps that I've got the connector right in front of me. So I'm really glad that you guys brought up Oppenheimer and the nuclear test and the SAR bomb, because that's going to segue perfectly into the first topic that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Fantastic.
I've got three small topics to talk about. It shouldn't take too long. So for the first one, I want to talk about what HARP is really up to.
Okay.
So I need you to Google something. It's called the Ridiculously Resilient Ridge. Bring it up on screen. There's a graphic of it where it shows the weather patterns that actually go over into Canada. If you can bring that graphic up, that's the best one.
You said the ridiculously what ridge?
Resilient.
Resilient ridge?
Yeah.
Sometimes shortened to triple R or RRR.
Persistent high pressure system over the northeastern Pacific Ocean that has significantly impacted California's weather, contributing to prolonged drought conditions.
That's it.
Okay. Tell us about it.
So HARP has been causing that. When you it's sending out a bunch of microwaves into the upper atmosphere, and what microwaves do is they vibrate water molecules and warm things up. So it creates a high pressure system, and it bounces the weather up through Canada, and so it doesn't go to California and it doesn't go to Nevada. The reason that they're doing this is because they found, after they did all the nuclear tests in Nevada, they found that there was groundwater under the nuclear test sites. There is a article from the LA Times. It's from 2009. The title is Nevada's Hidden Ocean of Radiation. You can bring that up. There's 1.6 trillion with a T gallons of contaminated water under Nevada from the nuclear tests.
Sheesh. Of course there is. And I'm sure it's all going to everyone's houses.
Well, it's deep enough now that it's not getting out, but yeah, they don't want it. They didn't realize it was there, and then it just filled up and percolated for a couple of decades. So now they don't know what to do with it other than stop the water from raining down on it.
So what comes up is a sea of ancient water tainted by the Cold War is creeping deep under the volcanic peaks, dry lake beds, and pine forests covering a vast tract of Nevada. That's hard to say. Over 41 years, the federal government detonated 921 nuclear warheads underground at the Nevada test site.
Yep, that's not good.
921 nuclear warheads.
Yeah,
And there's video of a lot of that.
What's even worse than that is there's one in Russia too. I don't know where the one in Russia is, but they did a bunch of underground tests as well.
And China and France, and I know we had that. We stopped around the 80s, maybe. Was it with Khrushchev? I forget who it was. America and the Russians stopped, but then I believe China kept going, and I think France as well. And a lot of France's were in the atmosphere. But yeah, we did a lot of underground.
I don't think they did nearly as many underground tests as we did. I mean, any is bad, but 900 is really bad.
It seems a little excessive, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is how I feel, and you guys can let me know how everyone feels about this. I think World War III started. This is what I feel like after watching Oppenheimer and really thinking about this, and I mean it. I think World War III started right when we dropped the bomb. So right when World War II ended, World War III started, and then nuclear age began. and completely manipulated reality into a whole new thing. It changed everything.
The
It
amount
changed
of iridium,
architecture.
the amount of iridium and plutonium that would have taken
Yes.
is insane.
We destroyed the world, right? Like there's a reason, and Synchrotron, we're going to come back in just a second. I just want to say this really quick because, you know, I'm a David Lynch nerd, but there is a reason in season 3, the return of Twin Peaks, he spends like 20 minutes inside of the nuclear bomb because he felt the same way I believe that once you drop that bomb, I know a lot of us believe that, there's obviously no going back, but it's beyond just the war. It's like we literally changed the world. Like we changed space-time, in my opinion. We changed weather. We changed the radiation, all these things. And look at how many bombs we dropped since. I don't think this is good, right? How do you feel? Like, I'm pretty sure you feel that no bomb should have been dropped.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know I talked about how I think that the birth rate collapse is because of the nuclear tests. So, like, I think it's the biggest mistake that we've ever made as a species, and probably the biggest one that we'll ever make, unless CERN gets its way.
Yeah, and CERN seems to be like the evolution of the atom bomb, in many ways, like playing God. You know, I mean, there's a reason. I know Adam is spelled different than Adam and Eve. But it's just interesting to think of like the first bomb we used, or, you know, the first atom bombs that we created, and then the first test being called Trinity. Even though he was Jewish, Oppenheimer, you know, it's very interesting. He named it Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They always have like a God,
my heart, 3-person God.
Right? They always have a God element in it, and you like with the hydrogen bombs in particular. I believe fusion is how the sun is working, right? So you are creating something as hot as the sun on the planet. And with like, you know, although that wasn't, I don't think it was actually the heat of the sun with the atom bombs that dropped in Japan, but it was basically like a big bang. It was basically like the sky was on fire. They dropped this thing and blew it up 2,000 feet above Hiroshima and just burnt everybody. Now, look, there are people out there who don't believe in the atom bomb, and I'm willing to hear that argument as well, because we did a lot of firebombing as well. But I also think humans are capable of doing these deranged things if you look at something like CERN. So that's what we got about. You're talking about this nuclear waste in Nevada, and that's not good. Something I want to look into as well. What else do you got for us?
So for the Firefly fans in chat, this will actually be more important than the last one. Right. I have the goods. I have the dirt on who really canceled Firefly and why.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Okay, so the chemical that they use, that they show in the movie that causes the reavers, I'm going to post it in chat along with the chemical name for Paxil, the medicine that GSK makes. Mm-hmm. So they based the Pax off of Paxil. Mm-hmm. So I believe that somebody got a hold of the script and found out about it, because the G23, if you turn the 2 around, that looks like an S, and a 3 is kind of the closest number you can get to a K. So they were absolutely trying to reference that SSRIs were dangerous in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And somebody got a hold of that and put the kibosh on it, because Firefly was amazing. And They canceled it after half a season.
Yeah. All I kept hearing about it when it came out was that it was an amazing show that I needed to watch. And the next thing I knew, it was canceled.
Yep. It was crazy.
And it's because GSK got to them. GSK actually, they got sued over Paxil a couple of years after that. And they pled guilty to a $3 billion with a B lawsuit. The only reason a company like that would plead guilty is so they don't go through the discovery process, because whatever they were doing was worse than $3 billion in losses.
This is interesting. Wow. GlaxoSmithKline Inc. And the date of the initial authorization listed on this document is May 4th, 1993, with a date of revision coming up to September 22nd, 2022. Very interesting.
That is very interesting.
Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor.
The same company that made a lot of the SSRIs, Eli Lilly, is the same company that the government hired to make all of its acid for MK Ultra.
Paroxetine hydrochloride.
Yep. Pretty wild. Can we turn the air on in here?
Dude, this thing is pulling some shit.
Okay, look at that. It's broken. All right.
It's doing something stupid, yeah. So it, from what I can tell, it hasn't been working. So we are sweating it out in the coffin tonight.
Holy crap.
We are sweating it out for sure. I'll figure out what the hell's going on after the show, but I could not get it to work beforehand, and I'm like, to hell with it, we're going to do it live.
It's all this atom bomb talk.
Yeah.
It's got me hot and heavy. Holy crap. Okay, that's crazy. And what else you got for us?
All right, I had one more thing. I want you guys to, if you don't mind, to play a 2-minute video off of my channel. It's so in the early 2000s, I had another one of those crazy dreams where I like invented this device. And when I woke up the next day, I actually modeled it in 3D. And I don't know what it is or what it does, but I have since found a schematic on Mathologer's website, one of the videos he put out. It's the exact same thing as this object that I modeled in the early 2000s.
What am I looking for
It's
here?
called the triangulatrix.
Am I just bringing this?
I
Is
feel
this
like
on
you're
YouTube?
always giving us
Yes.
new words on when you call in new words. They always sound like they could be a Mars Volta song for anyone out there who listens to Mars Volta. I like it.
It might not show up if you. My channel's kind of shadow banned.
Triangulatrix
Might have to search directly.
made it in
Yeah.
a dream, paranormal activity in
That's
media.
it. Now I checked; it doesn't have any copyright
Dude.
restrictions. It does have a couple of seconds of Back to the Future, though. And you guys,
I was
talked
gonna
about
say
Back to the
it's
Future
Doc
already.
Brown, and I already made a Doc Brown comment tonight, so that's crazy.
Amazing.
And I had already chosen to have these topics, so like you guys segued perfectly into Doc Brown and the nuclear test. So the synchronicity is off the charts tonight.
Fantastic. We love to see that.
Perfect.
All right, let's dip in.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Now, yeah, this is going to be a little bit low because it's sharing volume with Synchro, so I don't want Synchro to blow everybody's eardrums out if he speaks, so we're going to have to kind of do this low, but this is depicting what happened.
Can you explain what we're looking at? Or is the video going to say it?
I think it's going to get there. That's Link, by the way, not Zelda, which is a common misconception.
Yeah, it looks like the Triforce.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell me
Okay,
Zelda's in on this shit, too.
You can skip past the portal part to the end where there's the thumbnail of the Mathologer video that shows the same shape.
I feel like this is trying to hypnotize me. Should I look directly at it?
Is this the right? Am I at the right spot right now?
It's probably
At the very end is the thumbnail, and it scrolls up to the full size of the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't see. I swear to God, I didn't see that thumbnail until years after I had already modeled this thing. But it's the exact same thing. It's the same shape and everything.
Yeah. At the core, too. Yeah, I can see it at the core.
Wild.
So I don't know what it does, but it's some type of like electromagnetic device that generates some type of field. All three of the loops are isolated, so they don't connect. So I don't know what it is or what it does, but I made it.
Well, I think I'm alarmed.
Only mildly.
But I'm glad we can talk about it before it destroys us. or
Yeah, dude,
not.
this is fascinating stuff, man.
Yeah, this stuff is interesting, especially talking about Oppenheimer and like, everyone's so worried about wars of the past or bombs of the past, and it's like when we talk about on IRL, like what Civil War now might look like. This is all different. We're not talking about Civil War in America how it looked in the 1860s. Things change, and also when people tell me about they're worried about atom bombs and nuclear bombs, I'm like, that's old school. Like we don't know what's going to happen. When they dropped the atom bomb out of the sky, no one knew anything until Truman announced it, and even then he sold it, in a nice little way. You actually look up video of Truman announcing it because it was radio broadcast, right? But the video, he laughs about it in between. He's probably laughing about whatever they're saying off camera, but it's bizarre to see him laugh like about that. Cause like, I think, what is it? 70,000 people died immediately in like the first like minute of that. And then it grew to 100.
I don't remember what that was, and then they hadn't appropriately calculated for the fallout.
Right.
Because there was, I think
it grew to 200,000.
Yeah, they had predicted
least.
somewhere maybe 30,000 casualties that went over 100,000 within 6 days.
Yep. Well, do you have anything else you want to add, sir?
That was it. Next time I call in, I think I'm going to talk about the Philadelphia experiment. I know what happened there too.
All right. I would love to hear about that. You know where to find us.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right,
Have a
brother.
good
Thank
night.
you.
Sweet. I love it. I forgot who said it. They saw a Star of David in there. I did too.
Yeah, guys, give a big up to Synchro in chat.
Comrade.
That was an awesome call.
Comrade said that. But yeah, that stuff is fascinating. Let's see who's next.
All right. We're going to go to, I'm just going to roll from
Right,
top.
while you do that, I'm going to say Raphael A. Morum said, dude, 3i Atlas is just a comet. University of Arizona released new pictures from Mars today. Well, I think the comet's fake. I think Mars is fake. And I think Arizona's fake. You're not going to fool me.
Did you say Arizona?
Yeah. I know you've been there. So
I was like, I was just there a few weeks ago. It seemed
You can
pretty
go to
real to
fake-
me.
you can go to fake places. You can go to fake places, dude. Just because it's fake doesn't mean you can't
It
go.
looked crazy fake to me, but it was also
When you
insanely
drive
real.
into
Everywhere
that
I tried to
city,
walk, it let me.
Like
So
into Phoenix, like when you drive to Phoenix, you're just surrounded by like desert and like the city in the middle of nowhere.
when you actually get, because we were on like the far side, when you actually get over to the other side of the mountain and there's
Mm-hmm.
just this vast like area, you're like, holy shit, like, because you don't really, you didn't really see that from where we were.
Okay.
And when we got out there, it was like, dude, like,
yeah,
what the hell is going on out here? I can't believe that people live there. It's crazy.
I love it.
Cool looking.
I love Arizona. It's fake, but I love Arizona. Spent a lot of time there. I spent so much time walking along the border wall in Yuma in July that my boots melted. The soles of my boots melted.
RGZ Max says, Shane, tell Brandon to stop wearing satanic hats. It's really killing the Jesus vibes. This is a Chicago Bears hat.
Oh my goodness.
I've had it brought up
I don't
like
think
4
that's-
times,
it's
and
a
I'm like,
skull.
it's a
It's a
sugar
day of the-
skull
it's a day-
Chicago
it's a day
Bears
of
hat.
the dead skull. It's a day of the dead skull.
Dia de los
Because
Muertos.
Brandon's Mexican, guys. Come on. Everyone knows. Everyone from Chicago is Mexican.
Apparently, I'm also Satan. So, is it too late to call myself the Antichrist, or does Peter Thiel already have that one copyright?
No. There's multiple. There's multiple. So that's why I'm keeping you so close. Gotta
Yeah.
keep an eye on you, dude.
I'm not Antichrist, by the way. If he's there, cool, dude. Sick.
It was hilarious
You
that
know?
South Park made fun of Peter Thiel. It's amazing. Yeah, they are saying it's evil hat, dude. We will burn it afterwards, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, we ain't burning this goddamn hat. It is not happening.
It's done. Who do we got next?
We are going to go to Candy RK, who I was not
Alright.
able to get in the last time.
Always
she
Gaming
called-
says Shane Boots has souls. Yeah, mine did. Mine had souls.
Brando is the indifferent Christ. That's
Oh,
sure.
okay.
We can take that. Candy, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? How are you?
Another night in paradise. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's funny that guy brought up the water table in Nevada.
Go
Tell us
on.
more.
Well, I remember, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, Shane, you were just about to leave IRL, and Tim was like, well, what about Vegas? And I was like, there's a huge water table under Vegas. And then he brings up the nuclear thing.
Yep.
But the water table that's been under Nevada, essentially, has been there for however many years.
Thank you
And
to
we
Tim, by the
always
way,
have
for
it.
rating the show. Sorry, continue.
That's okay. The percent of water that we actually get from the ground is only 10% in Nevada. But if that wasn't completely destroyed already, we could be completely lake free.
Ha. So that river being decimated with chemicals, I mean, 10% is a big amount.
I was going to say, I
Yeah.
think I saw one river leading to like a kind of lake area when we flew over, but it was only one.
Yeah, that's the Colorado probably, because the lake is pretty significant.
Yeah, okay.
When you're up in the air, you're like, wow, that's pretty big. Not Erie status, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever seen was the LA River.
Yeah,
If anyone has seen the LA River, you know what I'm talking about. It's so sad.
Freaking Fabricator says, how do we call in? I have property in Nevada with a good well.
All right.
Yeah.
Use the link at the top, man.
Yeah, call in. Don't dox yourself, though, because I feel like the lizard people are going to invade you.
Yep.
we're not talking about the same thing though. He's saying well's different than
Yeah.
the water table. It's way down.
Right.
Yeah, this is more shallow, of course.
Right.
And again, with Nevada being 80% owned by the government, I wonder where all that land is, where all that water is underneath the ground.
Seriously. I think they did horrible damage to Nevada with all the bombs. I mean, to honestly the whole country and probably world. You know, if they released 2,000 nuclear bombs in like 30 years, maybe more, that can't be good.
No. And I'm
It's-
sure they weren't all nuclear or like detrimental, but doing that completely decimates like anything around it. So
Right. Yeah, it's weird. Just I've thought about the atomic bombs like my whole life. Like growing up near the military base in West Point, I was in Highland Falls. In Highland Falls, we had a museum called West Point Museum, and the big thing in the basement of that museum is the shell that one of the atom bombs was carried in through the Enola Gay and all that stuff. So it's like a shrine to the atom bomb, and it's at the centerpiece of our town. And the strangest thing was, you know, I lived there most of my life until I moved. Japanese people flock to that bomb. It's a shell of the bomb, but it looks just like a bomb, right? And they take now they take selfies with it, but they used to take pictures of themselves with the bomb. By the busload, Japanese would invade our town every summer, take pictures of themselves with the atom bomb, and then walk across the street and get West Point ice cream. That was the name of the shop. And then go buy luggage at Woodbury Commons. For anyone from New York, you know what I'm talking about. But so like the atom bomb is a big deal always in my town. And then 9/11 happened, and they're freaking us out in the high school. And then they're telling us that the nuclear power plant across the Hudson River is going to get bombed next, which was a lie. But they were worried about it. So then in my high school, in our principal's office, every one of us had an iodine pill with our name on it waiting in his office for us, just in case.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild stuff.
Well, it's funny you're talking about the shell of that because up in northern Nevada on the border of Utah, there's a place called West Wendover, which is west of Wendover in Utah. Haha, funny. They have replicas of the whatever they were called, Fat Boy and Little Man or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen those too. They're pretty. It's like that was it.
Not that big. Not that big. I mean, they're way bigger
About
now.
a little bit smaller than a small car.
Yep. It's wild. I mean, if anyone ever goes to the West Point Museum, it's cool because you can look through the history of war, you know, and it's fascinating to see the development of stuff. And soon enough, we'll have drones in there if they're not already. You know, I moved like 5 years ago, but it's crazy stuff. But what else you had to add?
It's kind of funny. The other day, my husband was moving stuff around to put decorations up for Halloween or whatever. And I found a booklet that someone had given me from Bohemian Grove.
What's on
Say
it?
how I know the person or what when they were there, but I actually have a booklet from when they were there.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you read from it?
I can't.
All right. Let's hear
Let me
it.
grab it.
Sick. I'm just gonna say that this was given to her by Richard Nixon.
Directly?
I mean, my mom was a little kid when he was around. So.
Remember what Richard Nixon said about Bohemian Grove.
Oh, Dick Nix.
I know his-
Yeah.
But shout out to Bohemian Grove as well. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it basically just has like what they're doing, what it's about, and then who to call even.
Who to call? Like maintenance
Where to
people
park,
or?
what to bring.
Oh, interesting. What is there any? Are there any images on it?
The I can show you the outside real quick. Let's see if I can get it.
Is she on
I
video for
prefer you
you?
don't relinquish the date though.
Is she showing you something, Brandon? Because we can't see you on this side.
Can you see it or not?
I do have her camera feed on Zoom. I'm trying to look and see what
maybe
this is.
describe it so we don't have to give it away.
Can you see it or
Say
not?
program of
Is there something she shouldn't
A
read?
bench. There's a date on it. Just don't see the date.
Okay.
It's just the outside of it. It shows like Moloch and the the altar and like the lamp and everything that
Oh,
they use.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it almost looked like a kind of like Baphomet type
Yeah.
thing.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. And so this person was there.
Yeah, they worked there.
They worked
but
there.
they weren't someone who worked for. You know what I mean? They were brought in.
Okay.
That's about all I want to say.
Okay, that's fine. We've had I don't know if you heard. Did you hear the episode with the
I
chef?
remember that guy. He worked.
Yeah.
He worked for them, right?
Yeah, he was brought in as well to be a chef and lived in their other location in I think San Francisco, where they had
This
like their
person was in and
headquarters.
out. Like they went in for what they were doing and then they would leave.
Interesting. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Anything else before you head out?
Nothing really. Just stay safe out there with all the crazy stuff that's been going on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Doing our
Appreciate it.
best.
You too. You too.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Candy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Of course. So, what do we have here? Who said this? You guys make me say the craziest stuff, but I'm going to say it. Goot juice. Goot juice hot sauce. Yeah. I heard you mention Highland Falls. I grew up in Monroe in the 70s and 80s. Sick. Monroe's right there. And when I mention Woodbury Commons, that is, you'll know what I'm talking about. Monroe has changed quite a bit over the years. I'm not just talking about the Orthodox who moved in. They've just leveled the place. And by they, I mean everyone. The Orthodox Jews took over, but also like it used to be farmland when I was a kid, and now it's just like gross strip malls. It looks like Long Island. No offense, I was born there, but you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. And Value in You 21 said Shane believes he is literally Truman in the Truman Show. I think we all are. I'm definitely, but I think we all are. That's why, look, if you have an indoor outdoor cat, check it for listening devices.
If this were the Truman Show and that cloud walked over Shane's head and started raining on him, he would not stand underneath it.
It literally did, though. Like,
he would know it was coming, and he would have avoided it in some way, shape, or form.
I got into it with Cloud Man. I drove home, and there was a cloud only over my house with thunder and lightning.
Can I also say that we were robbed of the Shane Cloudman debate because that show had to be canceled? Now, there is another Culture War Live that is scheduled for November 8th in D.C. I will not be at this one. I was scheduled to do the other two, but I have to go back to Chicago that weekend, so I will not be at this one, and I don't think you're on the docket for this one either. No. But I would love to see a reprisal of this debate in some way, shape, or form, even if we have to bring him on the show remotely.
Yeah.
I think people need that debate.
I would like to do it, but I would really like to see him in person.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
But,
I'll take what I can get, but I'd like to see his face.
If he comes back as a guest, maybe we can get him off of IRL over here one night or something like that. But I would definitely take him on a Zoom call. Whatever way we can get him on the show, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. And Augustus, it's better in person. We know this. He's the one who reached out to me about the debate. He said, I think the internet wants a debate. I said, yes, immediately.
Even if the internet doesn't want it, I know inverted worlders want that debate. I know I want that debate.
And then, man, that's a bummer. Also a bummer that Nick won't be here tomorrow, but they'll reschedule him. He'll be here, I hope. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that conversation.
Oh, yeah, Fuentes was supposed to come, wasn't he?
He was supposed to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that sucks. Did he cancel?
I guess his schedule switched up or something, and but I think he'll be back. It'd be nice. It's been a long time since he was here, and that was a wild time for all of us when that happened. But I'd like to see him come back. But you're welcome for George Santos. I did put that in Lisa's ear, and it somehow worked out. So he'll be here on Thursday, straight out of jail. And I'm trying to convince George Santos to run for mayor of New York City. So if you guys out there,
we got mayoral campaigns going on left and right, revolving around inverted world.
Yeah. If I can install the mayor of New York City as George Santos, and then we get Sarge in Houston, dude, we're unstoppable. Let's get another caller in, shall we?
Yeah, cool. All right. Let's go to Chris Quinn.
All right. And then maybe after this call, we can just take a quick look at what Kohler wants to put on your toilet.
Fantastic. Yeah. Chris, what's up?
Hey, I'm just calling in to point out that nuclear power, though, is very different than nuclear bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the cleanest, safest power that we've produced so far.
Yeah.
Here's a link to a video that at 1:04, it shows the guy eating uranium salts. He hits it with the Geiger counter first and shows everybody him just eating it.
I think I've seen this video. Yeah.
Where are you posting this at?
I just linked it in chat in the what do you call it?
In Zoom or
in Discord, or I mean in YouTube.
On YouTube?
YouTube?
Can you find that?
I can throw it up again, right there. It's on you. It's a YouTube video. It's not my video. Just.
I think they are.
Very
I think they're hiding your link because I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Which I know they do sometimes.
Yeah, let me. Well,
you might be able to get it through on Rumble if you go there, but otherwise, yeah, you'll have to get it to me a different way.
Is there a chat in Zoom that I can type it into?
Let me see.
But in the meantime, I agree. Like, nuclear is safe and clean. I have nothing against nuclear energy. The fear, if you're like what I was saying earlier about living across from a nuclear power plant, like all the adults in our neighborhood, all my teachers were telling us literally they're going to blow it up. And it was just fear porn.
it's easy to find on YouTube. You just type in "they're lying to you about nuclear," and it's Maxonomics is the people who make it. It might be the easiest way to get it fast.
Okay.
1 second.
But
They're lying
if
about
it
nuclear.
wasn't for the nuclear bomb, I believe that was a big push into getting nuclear energy.
Yeah, definitely.
They
I
are
think
connected.
that was a big motivation. I think behind getting energy was that they wanted to make something good out of the insanity that they'd unleashed.
Chris, one more time. They're lying to you about, what was the end of that?
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
Mm.
And it's actually nuclear energy, but it's Maxonomics.
Yeah, I got it here.
Cool.
This is a
at a minute
19-ish minute video. What are you looking for?
Yeah, just a minute 4. Go in and you'll see that clip he's gonna eat. It's like, I don't know.
This is what the world's most famous.
Ugh.
It's like our
Yeah,
version of
I hate when they
Fortnite.
get me like that.
Oh, a video.
Bastardization. All right. Hang on. Minute 4. Let's get here. All right.
This, what really hasn't been well explained before, is exactly what happened.
You pour it out in the hand, and that's radioactive contamination. Very radioactive.
Okay.
That material that I just ate is not soluble in body fluids.
He actually...
Look, I finished my meal.
So it's so interesting because we talked about Chernobyl a while ago, and what's going on in Chernobyl right now is fascinating. Like, it's a lush environment, and have you seen this? Remember the wolves? They're like super wolves now.
Oh, yeah.
Are cancer
And they've
resistant.
got the brown frogs. And
Yeah, right. It's really interesting, and that's through that story. It's been changing people's opinions on radiation as well. So what are you saying though? What if you want to make a point about the radiation?
Yeah, are we talking deadly in the moment, but over long-term effects better? Are we talking not deadly at all, and they're just telling us it is? Like,
so you can have deadly levels of radiation depending on exposure, right? So like a nuclear bomb going off next to you is obviously very dangerous, but most, they say most flights in a plane exposes you to more radiation than what you're typically going to find in, say, that groundwater or ocean water, for example, is even radioactive.
but but a lot of that stuff they're looking at is effects based on a long-term kind of.
So his point of eating the salts was that he's going to eat it, ingest it, and expel it before it's in his system long enough to cause problems, even though that's highly radioactive uranium salt he's eating.
So are we missing a part where he just takes a bulimic route and puts a finger down his throat, or does he actually just throws the stuff up, or what does he do?
Ate it.
And his body, he's saying
He'll
his body
expel
will
it
just-
naturally.
Oh,
not
naturally expel.
His
Okay.
body's not going to absorb it.
Okay.
Because it's not something your body's going to store. Now, if you have radioactive iodine, for example, your body's going to immediately put that in your system. So it depends on the substances you're ingesting.
Okay.
If it's something that you ingest and your body's going to use it, then those are the things that are problems when they're radioactive. So when you blow up the ground, you don't know what you're irradiating, for example, because it's just whatever's in the soil.
Right.
Calcium is another big one. If you have radioactive calcium in your system, then it's going to store it in your bones, and you're going to be irradiated for the entire length of however long that calcium takes to become natural calcium again.
Fascinating. Yeah. Have you heard about how our government once did an experiment of feeding radioactive oatmeal to kids?
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's experiment on kids.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, I mean, they're experimenting on everybody without permission. So
100%.
Yeah, but kids, I mean, come on, man.
That's their favorite thing.
It's a little ridiculous.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, that was it. I just wanted to make sure we had the distinction between the bomb and the energy, because the energy is the faster we can get it, the better.
We like energy.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
A warm light for all mankind to share. That's what we're working towards, right?
Yep.
With all of this, or at least that was the narrative.
That's the goal, right?
That was
man.
a good show for all mankind.
That's it.
Hell yeah, dude! It's one of my favorite shows. I love it.
Thanks, dude.
All right,
Appreciate
Chris.
it.
Chris, thank you so much, man.
So that is the Plutonium Files. The Plutonium Files is a book. You can read about this. It's from 1999. It's the history of United States government engineered radiation experiments on unwitting Americans, which was based on a series first written for the Albuquerque Tribune. And it's a crazy story, guys. I'm just going to read a little bit of it, and then maybe we can get into the toilets.
Ah, yes. How could I forget?
The experiments began in 1945 when Manhattan Project scientists, you heard that right, were preparing to detonate the first atomic bomb. Radiation was known to be dangerous, and the experiments were designed to ascertain the detailed effect of radiation on human health. Most of the subjects, Wellsome says, were poor, powerless, and sick. Great. From 1945 to 1947, 18 people were injected with plutonium by Manhattan Project doctors. Ebb Cade was an unwilling participant in medical experiments that involved injection of 4.7 micrograms of plutonium on April 10th, 1945.
Did you say unwilling
Yes.
participant
Yes.
injected with plutonium?
Yep.
Against his will?
Yep. This experiment was under the supervision of Harold Hodge. Other experiments directed by the United States Atomic Energy Commission. So that's a different thing than the oatmeal. But the oatmeal thing did happen later on. Oh, here we go. I just wanted to make sure I get this to you guys too. In Nashville, pregnant women were given radioactive mixtures. In Cincinnati, some 200 patients were irradiated over a period of 15 years. In Chicago, 102 people received injections of strontium and cesium solutions. In Massachusetts, here we go, 73 children were fed oatmeal laced with radioactive tracers in an experiment sponsored by MAT and the Quaker Oats Company. You heard that, right? I'm going to read that one more time. 73 children in Massachusetts were fed oatmeal laced with radioactive tracers in an experiment sponsored by MIT and the Quaker Oats Company. In none of these cases were the subjects informed about the nature of the procedures, and thus could not have provided informed consent.
Now, I'm wondering about the Quaker Oats thing. Is anybody else wondering about Quaker here? Because I could see them being like, hey, we're going to solicit a bunch of your product for experiments, and maybe they weren't transparent. Because I'm trying to picture the Quaker Oats guy on the front of the box being like, hell yeah, let's experiment on some kids. You know, but I don't know that. I mean, I could be wrong. Who the hell knows anymore, honestly? You know, we find so much more alarming shit about the past every single day. But if an oatmeal company was complicit on nuclear testing on children.
So this is the first thing I pulled up about it, and then we'll get to the toilet thing and we'll get to more callers. But so this is just a quick search, so you know how that goes with the official story. From 1946 to 1953, researchers from Quaker Oats Company, MIT, and Harvard carried out experiments at the Walter E. Fernald State School to determine how the minerals from cereals were metabolized. Fernald was a residential institution housing mostly boys with disabilities. Come on now. The school asked parents of its students for permission to let their children be members of a science club. Members of the science club would participate in research and get special privileges, including trips to baseball games. Does this remind everyone of free hamburgers? The school informed parents that the children would be fed with a diet high in nutrients. They were not told that the food their children were fed was containing radioactive calcium and iron, and the consent form contained no information indicating this. The information obtained from the experiments was to be used as part of an advertising campaign. The company was later sued because of the experiments. The lawsuit settled on December 31st, 1997, when MIT and Quaker Oats agreed to pay $1.8 million to the children who had been subjected to the experiments. So I'm sure there's a lot more there than that little paragraph, but let's show them about toilets really quick, huh?
Savannah Law says Quaker is owned by Pepsi. Is that legit?
They probably are now.
I was going to say now.
Yeah, I don't know when that started.
What year was this? Do you have a timeline for
1946 to 1953. And while you find that, I'm going to say thank you to Danish3. Thank you for the super chat. Kodak discovered we were testing nuclear bombs in 1945 because some of the X-ray film was coming with spots. They threatened to sue the government over that. I did not know that. That's interesting. And then Kodak got their hands on the Zapruder film 10 years later. Well, no, I guess about 20 years later-ish. And people say they had they did some weird things to that film.
Henry Parsons Crowell was the owner in 1946. Founded the company in 1877.
Wow.
Maybe he wasn't alive in 1946. I don't know. I got to get deeper into that. There's a whole wiki thing on it, but
interesting. Yeah, I want to look into that.
The Quaker man was identified as William Penn.
Huh.
Not Wilford Brimley.
Fascinating.
As most people think.
Yeah,
the diabetes guy.
Interesting. They're not the same person?
No.
Huh. Linda99 says NASA is full of it. No, there are not 2 moons. Exactly. There's not 2 moons. There's no moons. Fake moons. Maybe it's a rock. It's not what they say it is. Or maybe it's a mothership. Or maybe it's just a doomsday bunker for the ancient breakaway civilization. Let's talk about toilets.
Yeah. What
Speaking of
do
the
you
moon.
got here? What is this? Because this wasn't something you sent to me, right?
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was?
I think so.
Let me make sure, because I don't have anything. I didn't see anything in
look up-
particular about
look up
toilets.
Kohler unveils a camera for your toilet. I just felt like this is a ridiculous thing, but this is where the future's heading.
Kohler, like the faucet brand?
Yeah. I'll just start reading. Home goods company Kohler recently unveiled a new device called the Dakota, a $599 camera that can be attached to your toilet bowl and take pictures of what's inside. Guys, don't do this. Do not do this. Don't get the fridges with the Wi-Fi. Don't get the toilets with the cameras. Don't
look at this. Look at this thing.
CNET reports that the Dakota analyzes these images in order to provide updates on your gut health and hydration, and to potentially detect blood. It also comes with a rechargeable battery, a USB connection, and a fingerprint sensor to identify who's using the toilet. The Dakota is currently available for pre-order, with shipments scheduled to begin on October 21st.
This is a $600 webcam that films your shit.
You know there's going to be people who do this now for all types of horrible reasons.
Is this the guy that was talking about putting cameras
Larry
in the
Ellison.
bathrooms?
There's no connection. I looked earlier, actually.
We don't think he has anything to do with
that's
this.
That's Oracle. That's Larry Ellison. His son now owns Paramount. He did the whole free press deal for Barry Weiss. And Larry Ellison, his father, Oracle now owns TikTok, or part of it.
Because this is the same thing, only this is voluntary because you're purchasing the technology.
We'll make the people behave. They'll be on their best behavior, he said. But no, this is how they get you to do it, because this is not good.
We're going to be able to judge the crimes that you commit from your shit.
Mm-hmm. If you're uneasy about that's good. If you're uneasy about the privacy implications of putting a camera right below your private parts, the article says, the company says Dakota's sensors see down into your toilet and nowhere else. Of course.
How are they going to see down into the toilet when you're sitting on it?
You only turn it on when you need it.
I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a picture of your ass crack and the small of your back.
Yeah, this is not
unless
good.
you're one of those people that ride the toilet the other way, which is that's on you.
That's disturbing.
I don't want to know about that.
It also notes that the resulting data is secured via end-to-end encryption. End-to-end, maybe in this article, is not the best. They did that on purpose. I see you. Who wrote this? I see you, Anthony Ha. That's a fake name. Kohler isn't the only company seeking to take pictures of your poop. We've also written about the toilet camera offered by a startup called Throne. And Throne is the same thing, basically. It latches on the side. You can do, you just never have to stop live streaming. This is every part of, we will turn you inside out. We will see every part of your life. And of course, this isn't safe. Nothing's safe.
Yeah, pretty soon bidets are going to be able to give you your regular colonoscopy. We're on our way.
Oh, that's true. Let's get to another caller, shall we? You guys getting the toilet camera? You're dropping $600. Is this on your Christmas wish list?
Let us know. We're curious as to how many people are going to invite this into their homes and into their daily life. Do you think this would benefit you? Do you think that the costs here outweigh the potential benefits, or vice versa? Let us know.
Jeep guy says Taco Bell voids the warranty.
Wow.
Cosmic Wanderer says, not kink shaming, but that's sick. I imagine sick as in that's gross, not as in a sick dude.
Maddox says those poop cameras will track nanobot uptake.
Ronan says for an extra $330, you can get smell-o-vision. They're going to bring that back eventually. Now that they're doing world simulations and all these bigger type VR stuff, they're going to put the smell-o-vision back in there.
Yeah, don't forget when you're buying it at the store and they ask you if you want the 3-year protection plan for an extra $150. Goodness
gracious.
That's just in case your camera falls into your shit and then no longer works anymore. I wonder if they're waterproof.
Ooh, a good point. Maybe we'll call them up tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you. We'll do an on-air phone call.
Dude, Man, we could do like a Crank Anchors thing where we call them live.
Yeah.
I think there's a way I can do it through Zoom.
All right.
I have to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm going to look it up right now.
But
we'll call caller tomorrow.
That would be hilarious. Hi, we just wanted to call about the poop camera. Yeah, no, we're totally interested in this.
Yeah.
We're just wondering what the logistics is. This camera waterproof? Like,
great question.
Because I'm kind of like, you know, just hypothetically speaking, if I were to stick this camera up my ass and save myself the trouble, would it still work on the other side?
It'll be funny if we're both on the phone call. They'll get some very weird
no,
ideas.
That's my friend Shane. Don't mind. You know, he's got questions too. We're totally into this.
I'm trying to find the commenter who said that he's going to DIY it and just use a GoPro. Oh, there you are. Crash override. I'll just DIY with GoPro.
Just tell him that we're sitting on the toilet currently together and our camera's not working. We want to show them, but we can't.
All right, we're going to try to do that. I'm going to look up a number and I hope it can work. Well, guys, I hope you don't do it. I Care 22 says depravity. End of days. Yes, I agree. Let's get to another caller.
Oh, man. I wonder if they're going to be able to see how far up our asses the government is, too, while they're at it, huh?
I don't know if they can see that far. But, like, they're going to track this stuff. You know, someone will buy this data. It's like when you do the 23andMe and then China bought it. And, you know, like Peter Thiel owns this very strange menstrual tracking app. So he's, like, tracking women's periods. And, you know, for someone who does ambrosia with this, like, it's just weird. It's just weird. And, like, what are you doing?
Peter Thiel knows when you're going to bleed.
Legit.
Oh my God.
I also believe Peter Thiel was a funder of the Free Press, which is interesting to think of the Larry Ellison Peter Thiel connection. While you pull up another call, I'm just gonna look up the Peter Thiel thing. Maybe it was a fever dream I had, and this is totally fake. But I'm pretty sure.
Les Possessed called it a shitter shutter.
Oh,
I'm dead.
That's good. So this is from 2022 and futurism. Concern grows around billionaire Peter Thiel's period tracking app. Thiel, the billionaire venture capitalist, also they're saying this, Gawker Destroyer, he did do that, and top dollar conservative campaign donor is now backing a femtech app called 28. The app created by a controversial women's publication called Evie. Okay, that's not a very controversial women's publication.
Not at all.
But okay, but they are Thiel aligned, I believe. Although they've said otherwise, but I think they might not be telling the truth. Claims to be a cycle-based nutrition and wellness program that helps women reclaim control of their bodies in the most natural way possible. So obviously this is a very left-leaning publication, but this is true. He does have this investment, and I just wonder why. Why? Why are you doing this, Peter Thiel? Please stop.
And I'm sure Peter Thiel's sitting there like, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What vampires don't like to track.
This is completely normal for someone like him, I think.
He thinks this is totally normal. Exactly.
Yeah, this seems right up his alley, too.
Yep. Scom KD, you said the new Tron movie brings AI into reality. So if AI is a new demon, is it planning to move into Of course. That's why when we talk about the artificial wombs, the robots people are marrying, they're going to marry the AI to those. Like Elon's robots will eventually get the upgrade with Grok, and that's how AI will inhabit the real world. And then that's crazy times.
Ka2666 wants us to prank call NASA. Can I pose as an Asian man trying to get a job and see what they tell me?
Yes. Just do your best Tim Pool impersonation.
Wow. Got him. I'm going to tell him about that tomorrow.
Good. We'll get him on here.
Shane made an Asian joke.
Yeah, Tim, you do your Asian accent while we call Kohler. Or
his
everyone.
Asian accent's pretty good, actually.
It is. But you have to do the thing with your eyes. Mm-hmm. If you don't do that, then you can't do it. Sorry.
Rodon 11 says, shit's getting out of hand, literally.
Crash Override says, where's Catherine? I wonder what Scotland is up to. We're going to try to get Catherine on this show. A listener, a friend, reached out and said Catherine should be on the show. We're going to try to she had a great idea that Catherine should be like a guest, and she has a lot to say, and she's got great stories. So Catherine, if you're listening, I'm going to reach out, or you can reach out first while we're live right now. I'd like to hear some more stories. I think we all would.
Catherine's usually in here by now if she's going to call in, so she might not be here tonight.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in chat, but you heard the man.
You heard me. Let's get to a call.
Let's do it. We got about 22 minutes left, guys. Sweet. The night is flying by. I feel like we are on one tonight, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And
on two now with the moons.
Yep. On top of the fact that it is like 98 degrees in our studio right now,
It's
thanks
really
to our air
hot.
conditioner shitting out on us,
Yeah.
no pun intended.
Tim's got 3 ACs. We got none.
Yeah.
The Earth has 2 moons.
This
and
is why
we
he
have
has
none.
3.
Yo, what's up?
Because
with
the other
this?
2 were doing shit like this.
I know.
So
You're right.
It's all right. I'm gonna make.
right.
I'm gonna make Raymond come deal with this. I think.
Go,
Raymond.
Go back and watch the IRL with when I was on with Dr. Stella Emanuel. Is when like the first day I was on when the AC stopped working in the studio, and I happened to wear a suit in the summer. And if you look closely, you'll see a napkin in my hand. Because every time I'm not on camera, I'm like an old Southern preacher dabbing my big giant caveman forehead.
Is Forrest Gump, and he's walking out, and he's like, "Your mother sure does care about your education."
Literally, literally.
It's terrible.
Dude, it was so hot in that room. Like, why'd I wear a suit?
Oh man, yeah, we're dying in here. We're cooking.
Yep.
Let's get to another caller.
Sweet.
Let's go to Culpercast. I think I was trying to get him in here the other night too, and couldn't do it. This list is insane at this point, guys.
Okay, so the
Insane.
Kohler customer service is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Ugh.
I'm gonna find a way. They look. You got to talk to us. This is too important. Okay, we're talking about the end of the world.
Oh yeah, and much more. Coppercast, can you hear us?
Hey, what's up, buds? How y'all doing?
Welcome back.
We're doing. What's new?
My story for y'all, dude. So I almost died Friday.
Oh no!
What?
Tell us.
Yeah, I was in a very horrible car crash.
Oh,
dude, are you okay?
Yeah, yeah. Believe it or not, I walked. It's
Thank
one of the
God.
biggest miracles of my life.
Thank
Wow.
God. Wow.
I can probably find one of y'all on Twitter right now, and maybe show you.
Send it to Brando. He's on the computer.
Brando inverted. Tag me on
Let's
it.
see.
Sheesh,
Brando
man.
inverted. But the story. Okay, I found you. I'll send you a quick message. Can I message you or?
Yeah, you should be able to.
I followed you. It's Brando inverted, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not letting me message you for something.
What?
I'll
the
just
hell?
tweet at you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll tweet it.
Everyone should follow Brandon on Twitter for sure. Brando.
So,
I'm terrible at social media, by the way, but you know.
it's
You're doing
okay.
it.
Long story short, I lost control. I was listening to a podcast actually, and I work Uber.
Oh, it wasn't ours, was it?
No.
Okay. I was like, dude.
It was after y'all. And I was listening to a podcast, but I work Uber, and I got an Uber notification, and like, I have my phone out. I went to go.
Dude, I just seen the picture. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
All right.
Yeah,
let's see it.
I walked away from that.
You got you're cool with me airing this?
No, yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
So
You're
walk
talking
us
to me.
through.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, thank God, man.
Yeah.
So walk us through what happened. You got the notification from Uber.
Yeah, so I got the notification, and like usual, I go and I swipe down on my phone. I either accept it or deny it, or I swipe whatever. I was going to do that, and I ran off the road. And as I was fighting to get it back on the road, apparently, because I walked through this with the police officer, I hit a culvert. And when I hit that culvert, my right tire hit it. It knocked me unconscious. It violently hit my head against the driver's side door, knocked me out. And from then, my limp body obviously sped up. And then I hopped across the road, and then I went into a pine tree.
Man.
You were still in the vehicle. The vehicle did this. You weren't like ejected from the vehicle, were you?
No. I had my seatbelt on and everything.
Okay.
And what happened was, so I hit that culvert, and apparently the act of hitting that culvert, hit my head against the window. It's from the theory, because I went unconscious.
No concussion or anything like that? No, like...
Oh, I had concussion. I went under concussion protocol and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, I have that. I have a couple scratches, but my adrenaline kicked in when I hit the tree, and I came back to, and literally they immediately hopped out of my car, walked away from it miraculously.
Wow. You hopped out the driver's side, I take it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't see another way out of that car right now.
The door open, or do you have to crawl
The
through?
door open, and I could smell gasoline.
Dang.
But the craziest part is, so I'm an Orthodox Christian.
Mm-hmm.
The craziest part of it, hitting the pine tree knocked me too. This is why I wanted to share with you guys. I immediately looked down as soon as I came to consciousness. I looked down, there was a cross in my lap.
Wow.
A cross I had found in a parking lot about 4 or 5 years ago. So there's a famous rodeo in Louisiana called Angola Prison Rodeo.
Okay.
And they make
heard of
these
that.
like leather crosses. Yeah, it's like a famous like nationwide rodeo.
Yeah.
And the prisoners there like make these leather crosses and stuff. And I found this in a parking lot at that rodeo.
Sick.
This was like 4 or 5 years. I didn't even know where the cross was. But when I came to and hit that tree, I looked down in my lap. That cross was in my lap.
That's incredible.
You think this was divine intervention?
Of course.
Genuinely.
Absolutely.
Let me expound upon that question.
Yeah.
Do you think that this was meant to show you or lead you away from something?
Is
there a lesson to be learned from this, in your opinion?
Definitely a lesson. I mean, I am Orthodox, and my faith is pretty strong. Like, I mean, part of the reason I have my interaction with Shane is because I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I have my struggles. Everybody has their struggles.
Sure,
I'm
of course.
And, you know, I don't always make the perfect decisions. And I was having some issues. I still go to church, but I was in and out of church, and I wasn't going as consistently as usual.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other things. You know, I was struggling with some stuff. Right. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But this moment, you know, I was just recently I was struggling with something, and I was pretty mad about. And then this happens, and you know, I come to, like, I hit the pine tree. There's a 5-second gap of like from hitting the culvert to, because there was an eyewitness, believe it or not, an off-duty cop was coming head on with me.
Wow.
And he was the one who witnessed it all and saw me go airborne and hit the pine tree.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. And so he stopped, and then I immediately hopped out the vehicle. He's like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, I think so. And I looked at my I have some scratches. I was bleeding, but it was just from like a couple of superficial scratches.
Dude, you're
and that crawl, dude. It was on my lap.
You've been blessed through this. No one was hurt. No one else was hurt. Like the fact that you could walk away from this. My goodness.
Dude, everybody that's seen the car, when I went today, I went and got my personal items today. And the tow truck guy that was like walking me through to go get to my car, he didn't know which car it was. I showed up and said, yeah, I'm coming to get my personal items out of my 2006 Honda Civic. And we're walking to it. He looks at me, he's like, wait. That's the car? He's like, wait, you were driving at Friday night.
Yeah, I bet he's thinking, how the hell are you alive right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked at me, he looked at the car, he looked at me, looked at the car. He said, this is exactly what he said. What an awesome God we serve.
Oh, that's incredible.
And I was just, you know.
Yep.
It's been hard. I mean, like, I'm having a little post-trauma from it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, dude. Rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, visiting the crash site and visiting the car today was like, I'm still shooken up. I'm like, there's no way.
It kind of reforces reality to set in. I've been in some of those situations.
I told my dad. I was talking to my dad probably 30 minutes ago. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm having some PTSD. I'm like pinching myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you here?
Yep. I can't imagine. I've been in minor accidents, nothing like that. But a year ago, my wife and I were at an intersection here in West Virginia on these crazy back roads, and we were at 4 stop signs. And we stopped. We were just about to go, and someone blew through the other stop sign, like they must have been going 70 on a small back road.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was like we were that close to getting just annihilated. And I was like, damn, our kids almost didn't have parents. Like, it was so insane. So insane. You know, we didn't, obviously, nothing happened, but it was like I could feel the wind of the car. It was insane. You know, there was another car at the other stop sign. And we just looked at each other like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Can't believe that just happened. Dude, I can't imagine this.
Dude, I smoked a deer in Newton, Iowa doing 70 plus at 3 a.m. And I watched as my headlights went out, because he came out of nowhere. I didn't even get to mouth the words, oh shit, and hit the brakes before I slammed on him. Right. and I was in a fucking toaster, Scion XB. And I saw the lights go out, and the last thing I saw was me transfer the inertia to the deer, and the deer take off into the night going 70. The cop said I split him in half. I didn't even see him after that point.
Wow.
The first thing coming behind me was a semi truck, and I jumped out. My buddy was sleeping, woke up. We jumped out of the car, pushed it to the side of the road, missed getting taken out by the semi, following hitting the deer.
Wow.
And I spent the night in the wreck, not a scratch on us. Car was completely decimated. Like it looked like there was no front left on the car. And I put new tires and a new system in it that day. I was pissed. Wow. But I was more thankful to be alive because it was about a day before my birthday. So that's one of the irony of dying on your birthday scenarios that I could not believe. And I just attributed it to getting lucky.
Man, well.
And dude, I couldn't find my car today. So like I had to search like all over I'm from Louisiana. I had to search all over Baton Rouge just to find the car. And somebody said, dude, I would be so mad I couldn't find my car. I was like, dude, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad at all, dude. Like, screw the car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
You realize how much it doesn't matter after you lose it. Yeah, you're pissed. I got to go through all this stuff, but you realize, hey, you know what? I'm still here, and you have people reminding you of that,
dude.
and it makes all of that material
I got
shit
my
go
parents,
away.
My mom showed up to the crime scene, and she saw the car before she saw me.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and then I'm standing there, I'm getting bandaged up on my wrist, and she starts crying. I'm like, come here, it's okay, I'm alive.
Yeah, big up to Mothers. She was there for my incidents too, and she was my rock for that stuff. I wouldn't have gotten through it without her.
And my dad too. My dad, he's not even here, and he's in South Dakota. He just got out the army. He retired like 3 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's in South Dakota, and I'm in Louisiana, and he was just like, I'm just really glad I'm not in Louisiana right now for some other reason.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like I said, I've had to pinch myself probably 20 times today.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, dude, as far as I can tell, you're still here.
Yep.
I'm here.
We're glad.
I'm here.
Dude,
I'm walking. I'm talking.
Very glad you survived this, walked out of this, and we're glad you called and shared it. This is, as someone in the chat said, a very sobering experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Puts things into perspective. Life is so beautiful.
I told my dad today I have a renewed sense of purpose. I feel like I'm here for a reason.
Yes, dude, exactly.
Obviously.
You are. 100% you are. And we just, you know, all the bad stuff we got to deal with and all the crazy stuff in our routines and bills, all the, you know, whatever we got going on, drama with family.
Yeah.
You know, all the stuff this stuff reminds you that like that stuff is fleeting and it doesn't have to rule you.
100%.
You know, we got life
100%.
to live, people to inspire, people to love.
I couldn't wait to message all the people I loved. Just, I love you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm so sorry I wasn't here.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe that picture.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there's other pictures that make it, you know, and there's the picture like from the driver's side where you can see the little cubby that I'm in.
Wow.
Like the little part where I was at that didn't get damaged.
That's insane.
Crazy, dude.
Man, well,
Crazy.
any I was gonna say, I stopped myself from saying any last words.
Oh, yeah, don't do that, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, anything else you want to add before?
No, dude, I wanted to share that with y'all. I know
Awesome.
Brandon, you're not a Christian, but I know Shane, you are. But either way, Brandon, both of you all love hearing this kind of stuff. And this is a story, I think. Listen, I want to say, wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Wear your seatbelt. It does save you. It saved me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do attribute it to God, but those other things I think played a role. I think God uses physical realities in our world to save you. I think that's an important thing to be mindful of.
I agree.
Other than that, no, dude, y'all are great. I watch y'all almost every night.
Thanks, man.
Y'all are great. Thank you.
Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate this phone call, man. And God bless.
Yeah, absolutely.
God bless, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. We're glad you're still here.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in.
I appreciate y'all. Have a great night, man.
You too, man.
I also I got into a pretty bad car accident actually on my birthday morning, coming home from watching WrestleMania with my friends. I was driving from Brooklyn, New York to Beacon, New York, in my ex-girlfriend's Volvo. Her dad sold it to me for like $100, maybe less. Very nice guy. 98 Volvo with a sunroof. I loved it despite it being a part of my crazy ex-girlfriend. Nah, she wasn't that crazy. We were both crazy. It was like maybe 2 or 3 in the morning. and a deer just jumped out of the woods and hit the car.
It's
I think I told you the story.
It's one of the craziest shits you'll ever see is a deer just stepping out in front of you and there's nothing you can do about it.
It exploded. It exploded.
They tend to do that.
Couldn't believe it. Dust everywhere. The car was like accordioned. But I drove it back to my apartment and everything was fine. I eventually got it fixed. But the Volvo was like a little tank. I see real Noah Farbo. Volvo is another good car. It was a tank. I do miss that car. It eventually died when I think a piston like blew through the hood. On a day much like today, we had a very crisp fall day, and I did something I don't usually do, especially back then. I put on Jimmy Eat World.
Nice.
And I wanted to hear Bleed American. And the second I turned that song on, I was at a stop sign at the bottom of the hill by the high school I went to. The hood of the car just exploded. So I don't listen to that song anymore. But guys, thank you so much for hanging around. Brandon is taking your names down of people we didn't get to. I went a little over today, talking about probes and whatnot. Yeah, I see Jew, heretic, psychoanalyst. Didn't get that up until many years later with Jimmy Eat World. But now it's all I see. But appreciate you guys for calling in. And man, that last story, definitely.
Callers were all
sobering.
fantastic tonight.
Love it. Love it.
Not that last story was fantastic, but a fantastic outcome. Damn it, I missed again.
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
You're not
Shane's
on my
like fucking 5 for 5, and I'm like 3 for 5. And I used to, man, there's no excuse for this.
Let me see. I'm just gonna try to
do it. Get it.
Oh
yes, yes. He missed. Let's go.
Done. I quit.
It's that important. You're gonna get up. Okay.
I quit.
Shane will be right back. Wait, let me pan to me so they don't see you sitting back down. We're gonna make it look like you didn't leave.
All right.
He came back with skeleton arms.
Yeah. Can they see this?
They can't see where it's going, but they'll see. Oh, come on.
Oh!
Ball handling like LeBron James.
No, I didn't even get
You
the
missed
skeleton
the.
hand
That
in
was
trash.
a whole arm you just missed.
I'm gonna do another arm. They got it.
Go, yeah, get it.
Hey guys, are you doing good out there?
Okay, he made that
I
one.
wish we had a trash cam.
That's that's.
Can we work on that? Because I got it right in the trash.
You want me to get a bigger trash can so that you can throw away bones?
Cam.
Oh, cam.
So we could do a.
Let's get the toilet cam and just point it down in the trash. What's different?
Dude, you're a genius. You're a freaking genius. Let's get the trash. We're gonna call. Oh, by the way.
Yeah, we should call them and ask. Would this work on garbage cans or is it like toilet use only?
I'm writing all these questions down. They do have what appears to be a 24-hour service. Then they have a main 24/7 customer service for Kohler. So we'll try it. We'll try it. We got to get to the bottom of this. No pun intended.
Yeah, Kohler videotaping your colon since 2025.
My goodness. What else? What other chats we got here? This is a fun night. Thank you guys for joining us from IRL. That was a fun IRL. A fun IRL. Crazy to meet that child. I teared up when I first saw him at the State of the Union.
I seen somebody in chat say that after you spoke to him and he just sat there and stared
okay,
at you,
can we talk about that?
Kind of creepy. Yeah, we got a few minutes.
Can we talk about that, guys? That's been bothering me the whole night. I followed this kid. His story is very touching. The brain cancer. He's got spinal cancer. I teared up when I saw him at the State of the Union, becoming like Secret Service. And I saw the video of him just a few weeks ago. Eric Adams making him the deputy mayor of New York City.
Dude, when he got here, I didn't realize that it was him.
Yeah.
And they arrived as I was outside, and he came walking past in the full uniform, and I was like, oh shit. And he stopped and seen me, and he came like complete segue over. Like his dad kept kind of going, and he just segued over, and he came and shook my hand.
Nice kid.
And I was like, dude, nice to meet you. What's
Nice
going
kid.
on? You know? And then he was just, I think he drew Tim like a picture or something.
He did. That was
like
great.
a SpongeBob or something.
Yep,
That was
yep.
it. And yeah, I was like, dude, cool. And then you came in and you were just all distraught, and I was like, what the hell happened?
I was like, okay, so I was like, did I get the wrong black kid with brain cancer? like, did I look at the wrong video?
You thought he was the wrong guy?
I was like, did I see another black kid with brain cancer become deputy mayor of New York City? No, it was him. What I think happened is he says this, he's gone through at least 15 like personality changes because of all the surgeries on his brain.
I can imagine that's
and
brain trauma.
And the seizures. So I think he probably doesn't have a great memory.
Yeah.
What didn't help is that his father didn't chime in.
Yeah.
His father looked at me like I was a crazy person, which is why I said I feel like I'm from another timeline.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long that was, but I think it was like about an hour of silence after I said he's my favorite deputy mayor of New York
That's what
City.
it felt like?
I think it was an hour. I think there was only 1 hour of IRL. The second half, the first half was me just being stared at silently by that kid and his dad. I'm like, didn't I just watch 3 weeks ago you become deputy mayor? It's actually great. I mean, shout out to Eric Adams, because Eric Adams, not a big fan, but it was cool that he gave him the deputy mayor thing. The kid's Secret Service, he's deputy mayor. But I haven't watched back yet, but I can only imagine Serge flipped the camera back and forth between me and the kid.
That's a Serge thing to do. I'm going to have to check into that because I feel like he probably totally did that.
An hour.
He's done it for less,
But that kid's incredible. He came out swinging though for his dad. I love it, and it's all good. I was trying to just make him smile, and I thought it was really cool that he was deputy mayor. I mean, all the stuff that kid's been through, and he's going through. He's had some really awesome experiences, from the State of the Union to becoming deputy mayor of New York City. And I also liked that the father. I asked him if because no Democrats standed to applaud the kid at the State of the Union. So I asked, did any Democrat even come privately to you? And he was like, yeah, one did. And then they had a nice meeting afterwards, which is like, all right, one.
So what, they're not all assholes? Is that what that means?
I hope not.
Insensitivity
I mean,
there,
there's got to
man.
be at least one.
Well, dude, I haven't had medical struggles like that, but I have had some pretty fucked up medical struggles. And I can tell you right now, if you keep going, you grow from it and you become an incredible fucking person on the other side of it. So I hope that kid has many more awesome experiences with what he's gone through. He deserves it.
Yep, absolutely. Brandon, this is a fun one. Let them know where they can find you.
As always, you can find me at Brando Inverted on Insta and X. As always, thanks to our callers. Thanks to you guys in chat. Thanks for everybody tuning in on Rumble and on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern for more madness. Don't forget to stay weird. We love you guys. Shane, get us the hell out of here.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this Monday night. So great to hear from you all. Inspiring callers tonight. Really appreciate that. And the chat making us laugh as always. Much love to all of you. Have a safe night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Till then.